Whenever anyone introduces me and tells things about me, I have that sort of out of body experience, like who are they talking about? In any case, it's true. I'm kind of a legal art forger in my other life, and which is what sort of brought me to this novel, The Last Mona Lisa, which you've all seen. Oh, is it backwards or am I backwards? Doesn't matter. This is my first historical novel. I think it's my seventh novel, but I was drawn to it because I wanted to write a book that was based on a true crime. And the true crime in this book is the theft of the Mona Lisa in 1911, which people know about, but people don't really know the story that, you know, this guy who had been fired from the Louvre literally went into a closet overnight, got up in the morning, stayed there overnight. It was a day the museum, the Louvre was closed. He came out of the closet. He unscrewed the painting from the wall because he had been the carpenter who made the glass box that contained the painting. So he knew exactly how it worked. And he put it under his shirt and he walked out of the Louvre, you know, I mean, just like astonishing. And he actually hid it in a trunk that he built in his apartment really close to the Louvre. And they searched everywhere. They closed airports, everything. And they eventually came to him because they were looking at all of the former Louvre employees, and they had no idea. And it was gone for 2 years. And what my book does is it mixes truth with fiction. So the thief's great grandson has found out that there is a diary that his great grandfather kept when he was in prison. And it's true that the thief did go to prison. This diary is completely fictional, but my protagonist, Luke Peroni, whose family has changed their name so that they will not be associated with the thief, he goes to Florence, to the Laurentian Library, to find his great-grandfather's diary. What he doesn't know is that there are many other people looking for this because this diary contains a lot of secrets. One of them, the most important, being that the Mona Lisa in the Louvre is probably a forgery. Now, some of you may not know that there are many. When I say many, let's say there are half a dozen to a dozen art historians who believe the Mona Lisa in the Louvre is a forgery, that it was switched at the time of the 2 years when the painting was stolen and missing. So my book moves between the past and the present through multiple points of view. Luke Peroni, who is my protagonist, I guess is kind of me if I were taller, handsomer, younger, and he's an artist who has a stalled career and he has no idea what he's getting into, that there are people who are willing to commit murder to get this information. So the story flips back and forth between the past and the present, something I've always wanted to do and had a great time with it. It was very difficult, but I think my work, I don't know, I'm babbling, forgive me, but in the book was to make it seem easy. I remember once saying to a friend, you just don't want to see the ballerinas sweat. And I feel that about writing, about art making, about anything. And I should say that I was that boy who was last chosen for every team. And so I avoided after school sports and went to the library where I went through art picture books and imagined myself as Gauguin in Tahiti or Toulouse-Lautrec in Paris. And it saved me. And I not only liked libraries and librarians so much, or I should say I did like them so much, that I married a librarian researcher. And so, yeah, they play a big part in my life. I still go to the library. I write often in New York's big New York Public Library, which is just a great place. So I'm going to stop and let the next person speak. It's great to be here. Thank you.